Yeah, I'm at Terry Cemetery Trailhead, parked right up there on the knoll in the gravel area, headed out Maude's Crack Trail. Today I'm with Nichole Newport and Mervin Wood, and Merv knows where there's some more of the Kentucky lady slippers, which is a yellow variety, but they're different than just plain yellow lady slippers because they have a flap over the flower with a kind of purplish colored stripes in it. So come on out and see what we do. Thanks. We decided to take this shortcut and not go down Maude's Crack. It's an old road, not an official trail, but it's just one that I've used several times over the years. I know it'll cut off probably a good half a mile of hiking around the John Muir Trail after going on it to Parch Crack and going down it. Yeah, I've documented this in a couple of other videos. This was a chimney and it collapsed straight down on top of itself. And can't be for sure, but from my research and help from someone who really has some information on Big South Fork and its valleys, that was more than likely the home site of Minnie, Maude, and Reverend Isham Royston, who were buried back up here in Terry Cemetery, and the Maude's Crack is named after Maude. And you can tell there's a little retaining wall, and that low spot could have been a root cellar, I don't know. But we're gonna head on around the cliff road. We got a pretty good hike ahead of us. I'll show this again because it's interesting, but there is definitely a lot chiseled into this rock. Letters carved into it, stuff, and somebody has chipped most of it away to where you can't tell what it says. And then here's the cross of whatever it is out here, and it's pretty interesting. Nobody seems to know anything about it, but man, this is a big old nice dry bluff. Really beautiful. Yeah, a little off-trail shortcut brought us out on the John Muir Trail, right in front of the big old yellow cliff. If you haven't been there, you can find it on the maps. It's listed. Big rock shelter, huge. And of course it's yellow. So, all right, we're heading down toward the river. Yeah, all these pictures of these Kentucky lady slippers is not the same one over and over and over. They're different ones. And this is the most in one location I've ever seen of them. Look at that. They are just everywhere up in here. And there are all kinds of them that haven't opened yet. Like those. And there's some more up there where Merv's at. And right here are 4 together. Oh man, that's amazing. Here there's 3 more that are not bloomed. These are not hardly bloomed, but they're pretty dang close. There's another one yet to bloom. Here's one really close to being completely bloomed out. Yeah, these plants are rare in these parts. And at this time last year, there were only 2 known locations in Big South Fork. Well, there's a lot more now. Here we left out that big patch of the Kentucky lady slippers, and we're gonna head. It would be upriver toward Parch Corn Creek. Supposedly there's some more up in there. It's kind of muddy. Yeah, there's 4 or 5 of these Kentucky lady slippers right here blooming, and a few more plants that are not blooming, so they're doing good right here. And we're about a mile upriver from where I took all those other ones. And I mean, we're on the river. Keep going. Yeah, Nichole's up there getting pictures of a couple more really pretty, straight up tall ones. Last time I was here, I crossed that bridge and it was up. At the old Parch Corn Creek bridge. No more. First crossing of Parch Corn Creek. Yeah, these old fields are growing up and going back to nature. But this is the Parch Corn Creek, home of Armpstead Blevins. And we'll come to his home site up here, or what's left of it. Basically just a chimney. Okay, we just crossed right there on the old road, and that was standing, 4 or 5 years ago it fell in, but that was the outhouse. Don't know what the old rusted tin, probably the roofing of the cabin. They sit right here atop this retaining wall. And as the sign up there says, we'll get to it in a minute, Parch Corn Farm, engraved 1870 to the 1940s. The old cabin stood until the mid-90s and it burned. But those people in those days building things, there's your rock wall. Standing today, 170, 80 years later, with no mortar And I mean, we can't do that today in modern times with brick and mortar and rebar and all concrete and all that stuff. And these people down here were just totally amazing. Again, just right over here from the home site is their spring. I'm gonna get me some water out of it. That right there is gonna be cool, clean, clear water straight out of this mountain. And these old springs like this, that cool water and the cool air in it, also were used to keep their milk and butter and eggs and stuff in, kind of like a refrigerator. So, yeah, this is pretty cool. Okay, I'm still looking down at the old home site right there, and I have looked on maps for years and saw an old road coming off of their cemetery road that led down into Parch Corn. We actually tried to come from Terry Cemetery Road down at one time and got to a forking road and took the wrong fork. So we're going to attempt it from the bottom up. Not sure if that's going to be the brightest idea we ever had, but hey, it beats hiking about 4 miles back or more the way we already came. We're already getting into some nice bluff roads up here. It's steep. Yeah, we're a very well defined road. No trouble following it, but it's beautiful. Open woods up through here. Still kind of steep, but we'll get to the top of the ridge in a little bit. I think we finally scratched and clawed our way to the top of the ridge. And I swear, don't tell me there's another one of them out here. Yeah, believe it or not, this is the second one of these we've encountered today, and I knew where the other one was at. I didn't show it on video, but I think it's kind of a moot point, don't you? Hey, you're not gonna get a vehicle out here. Yeah, this is not a official trail. This is just another old abandoned road. But I'm glad we found it, because I pretty much know where we are now. Oh gosh, man, it opened up rain on us. We put our rain gear on. 15 minutes later, the rain stopped, and it was so hot and humid, had to take all that junk off. And then we were already off trail. We went deep off trail and found our way through, found the road here, the Terry Cemetery Road, and hiked the road back maybe not much more than a quarter mile to Terry Cemetery in our vehicle. So yeah, quite a successful day for Wildflowers. Yeah, I'm walking around out here soaking wet, and the sun's beaming down on me. It's been that kind of a day. Mervin's gone, Nichole's headed back home, and I'm kind of out here by myself. because I have some dry clothes and I'm going to change into them. So I'm not driving home wet. But anyway, yeah, today was mostly about getting down into those river bottoms and creek bottoms and seeing the pretty rare Kentucky lady slippers. And I think I may have mentioned it earlier. About a year ago, there were only 2 known locations of it in Big South Fork. And now, you know, people getting out and finding them, and there's a lot of them, which that's very good. And I am happy to be a part of it. But so, yeah, thanks for watching. And like I usually say, if you guys keep watching them, I'll keep making them. So it's Pep on the Woods. See ya.